Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Please click on subscribe to get access to the content I'll be posting or I may be posting in the future. Aside that, you can still share to your friends, colleagues, or family. Now, let us look at how to use the app called Unity App to create a car racing game. Before you use the app called the Unity app, you have to go to the internet. Now, when you go to the internet, you type Unity app. When you type on Unity app and search, you will see this um, interface. Now, when you see this interface, there is download under the Unity. The logo is there. The logo. This is how the Unity app logo look like. So when you see this, it means that that is the required app that you have to use. Now, beside it, you see download. Now, you go to download. Click when you click on the download, it will download the app, or it will take you to where you can be able to download the app. Now, after downloading the app, you will then launch the app. Now, when you launch the app, there are before we start, there are some important uh, units, or there are important content we'll have to know. Each content has its own work that it does in the Unity Hub. Now, the first content in the Unity Hub, we have the hierarchy view. Now, this is how the hierarchy view looks like. Now, what does this hierarchy view does? Now, this hierarchy view displays all the game objects in the current scene in a hierarchical order. You can see how it looks like. It displays the current scene in a hierarchical order. Now, these are the key points you must note under the hierarchy view. Now, to start with, objects are listed as parent and child relations. Now, if you click on any of the uh, the any of the points or any of the content under that, for example, if you click on the event system, or if you click um, on the simple retro car, you see under that the simple retro car is the family. Now, the children, what you can see under, we have the body, the FL, FR, RL, and then RR. Now, again, you can add, delete, or organize object, organize game object here. So you can all look at how you can add, delete, or organize game object here. Aside that too, you can double click an object to center it in the scene view. Now, this is the scene view. The scene view is where you this is the scene view. That's the scene view. So you can double click on any object. Now, when you double click on object, as I double click on an object, you can see how it displays in the scene view. Okay, now let us look at another important part under the hierarchical in the app, in the Unity Hub app. That is the scene view. Now, this is the scene view. What is the scene view, or what is the purpose of the scene view? Now, this scene view, that is the workspace where users usually design and manipulate their game world. So this is the scene view. Whatever you do or whatever you manipulate, that is where the user, or that is the user interface. That is what you can see. The car, the road, or what they design, everything. That is what you call the scene view. Now let's note the key point under the scene view. Now this scene view use tools like move. Now when you see this is the move, the move tool. Now when you click on an object, you can be able to move it around. Now another point is rotate. When you click on the rotate, you can be able to rotate the object anyhow you want it, and again you can still edit it. Now under the point you have to note, we have another point as a toggle between the 2D and 3D view depending on your project type. So we have 2D. When you click on 2D, you see how the 2D looks like. Now when you click on the when you highlight on the 2D, it shows the object in the form of a two-dimensional way. And then when you click on the same 2D, it moves to three-dimensional way that displays the object. Now another point under the scene view, we have the scene view use the scene gizmo in the top right corner to change camera angles. Now in the top right corner, that is what you call the scene gizmo. This is the scene gizmo. So you can all see that. Now under that we have uh, hotkeys. Hotkeys, we have W, which is to move. If you want to move any object, the shortcut we have W, that is move. And then we have E, which is rotate. If you want to rotate the object, the shortcut we have when you press on the key E, it will rotate. The shortcut Control plus E, it will rotate. Now another hotkey is Control plus R, that is the scale for quick editing. Okay, now let's move to the third important point or unit under the Unity Hub app. That is the inspector panel. Now this is the inspector panel. Now this you can, and in the that is the inspector panel is located at the right side of the of the scene view. Okay. We have the materials, the lighting, the probes. We have the position, rotation, scale, um, rotation, scale. We have mesh collider. We have a mesh renderer. We have materials, lighting, and so on and so forth. That is the um, inspector panel. Now the purpose of the inspector panel, it displays and allow editing of the properties and component of a selected game object. Now when you select a game object and you want to position to best suit how you want it to be, you just go to the inspector panel and then change the um position, rotation. We have the rotation, we have X, Y, and Z. Now when you change, it will have effect on the object in the scene view. Now when you go to position 2, we still have X, Y, Z. Now there are numbers in them. When you change the number, it has effect on the object. It's position, or you reposition the object the way you want to best suit your project or your work. Now let's note the key points under the inspector panel. The key point under the inspector panel: every game object has a transform component, position, rotation, and scale. You can see position, scale, rotation, and then what, scale. Now secondly, it add or remove component like scripts, holidays, and renders. This is on the you can all see it on that. It add or remove component like scripts, the script, And then curly days, and then the renderers. Good. Now let's look at the fourth major point under the or in the Unity Hub that you must also know, which we have, which is called the game view. Now the game view, this is the game view. Now what does the game view, or what's the purpose of the game view? Now it previews the game as it will appear during gameplay. So it shows when you are playing the game, it shows how it displays, it previews the game as it will appear during the gameplay. So as you want the user to see the interface, or how the movement of the car, or everything in the workspace, how you want it to show, to appear. And then let's note the key point under the game view. Now this game view, it tests functionality, that is the user interface layout and animations. You can all see that. Okay, again, it switch between resolutions and aspect ratios for testing compatibility. So that is the user interface component. Okay, so let's move to the fifth important point in the Unity Hub app, which we have, which is called the project panel. Now, what does this project panel does? Now, this is the project panel. Okay, under the hierarchical view, we have the project, that is the project panel is located, or it's positioned under the hierarchical view. So you can see that is the project panel. What is the purpose, or what does it does? Now it manages all the assets in the project, such as the scripts. Now you can see the script. Yeah, the script. This is the script. This is the script. Such as the script, the textures. This is the texture. This is the texture, and then models. Models. Um, models. This is the models, and audio files, and so on and so forth. So that is the purpose of the project panel. Now the key point under the project panel. Let's know the key points under the project panel. Now one, it's the assets are organized in folders for better navigation. The assets are organized in folders for better navigation. So the project panel, the assets where we have the assets, and the asset we have sub components. So it makes it easy when it position it to make it easy whenever you are looking for a specific asset to retrieve or to use it during your project. And then um use the search bar to quickly find assets. So we have the search bar in the project panel that you can use to find any asset. So when you type the name of the asset, it will display. Then you just select it to use it in your work. Um, and then it also you can also drag and drop assets from here into the scene view or hierarchical. So when you drop, yeah, so look at how it's looks like. So when you drop and drop it, then it will take effect in the scene view. So that is the key point you must note under the project panel. Now The last but not the least that I'm going to talk about is the console window. The console window. Now, this is the console window. What does it does? This is the console window. What does this console window does? Now, it displays error messages, warnings, and logs for debugging. Now, when you are working with it and there is a problem in the user interface or in the in creating the game, in the object or the asset or whatever, when there is an error, it displays in the on the console panel, so that you can see the error and then rectify and or correct the error to make it work effectively as you want. So that is the what the console window also does. Now let's note the key points under the console window. Now this console window we use it to identify coding errors or problems during runtime. So when you finish the app or you finish your project and you want to run the project, wherever there is an error, it displays on the console window so that you can be able to detect exactly where that error is coming from. And then secondly, can filter messages by type, error, warnings, and then so when it shows that you can quickly track and then navigate through to be able to correct your errors. Okay, now let us look at how to play this game. Let us look at now to play the after creating the game. You have to click on the play. Yes, you have to click on this. Now when you click on this, it means you have to click on the run. When you click on it, it's the work will start, or the project will start executing. So let us look at the game. So that is the car on the way, or in the process of racing. So that is it. So I use all these content, put this content together in order to create this car that you can see on the path racing. You can all see the car is moving. Oh, very nice. All right. Now this is a 2D feature which displays as the speedometer. It reads the movement of the car for a specific distance, so you can use it to calculate the distance within a time, or the movement or the speed of the car. So that is the work of the speedometer. So you can see the speedometer reading seriously as the car moves. So that is the work of the speedometer. Okay, thank you so much, and may God richly bless you. Please subscribe. As I earlier on said, subscribe. After you subscribe, you can share to your colleagues, friends, family, and whosoever. Thank you so much for your time. May God richly bless you. Amen.